able to start letting in people from the waiting room? I have to pull up some documents on that.
I can let the people in.
I can also help. Sorry, I'm on my iPad. Oh.
Hey everyone, it's 7, so I'm just going to make this announcement.
Members of the cabinet, can everyone please make sure you go on the slides right now and fill in your slide if you have not already done so? There's a lot that are empty.
I'm sorry, Allie, can you repeat? What are we supposed to fill out again?
You're okay, Gabby. It's just the slides that I'm going to share for the reports. Some of the committees haven't filled them out yet, so you shouldn't have to do anything. Okay, everyone, we're going to get started. I don't want to hold anyone up too much. Does anyone have corrections to the previous week's minutes? Any corrections to the minutes? Okay, so we are going to first move into a presentation, a brief conversation we're about to have. As many of you remember, last week we had a co-sponsorship for the Pre-Dental Student Association, and they have sent a representative to just briefly touch a little bit on some further information. So Henry, if you're here, you're good to go.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. I'm Henry Brooks. I'm the president-elect for the Dental Club for next year. Pretty much what we do every year is we have a dental drive at the end of the year. And typically it's just been kind of like we go organization to organization, just see if people are willing to donate like toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss, stuff like that. And this year's kind of been like one of the bigger years that we've actually had since especially like you guys came in on it, which has been a great help. But more or less what we're doing this year is the same thing that we've previously done. Like we'll take donations and then we'll get donations from people like toothbrushes, toothpaste, and we reached out to Crest and they gave us a big box of like toothpaste. So pretty much we're looking for like toothbrushes, floss, stuff like that. And so pretty much what we do with cash donations is we'll go and we'll buy and like kind of make kits for the food bank. And typically it'll be like a toothbrush, a flosser, like kind of little info card of like oral health and stuff like that. And then we'll put like a timer so they have like 2 minutes to brush your teeth and that sort of thing. And so basically all donations are appreciated. And then the cash sum that you guys voted to give us will go to kind of like supplementing anything that we need. So if we find out we're short at the end by like, or we need more toothbrushes, and we'll go and spend the money on that. So appreciate it.
Thank you, Henry. Does anyone have questions while we have him? Well, thank you so much for coming, Henry. We're really excited to co-sponsor this with you. So thank you for popping in for the first few minutes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a good one. All right, everyone, moving on to the next portion of our agenda, we actually have a new business piece submitted by President Miles Middleton and some co-sponsors. So in the absence of an objection to this addition, we have a brief piece of legislation. I'm going to share my screen, and Miles, you can just read through the legislation.
Yep, sorry people. I'm so sorry that this is coming up late last minute. But this is Senate Resolution 14 co-sponsorship for Student Union Concert. April 13th, introduced by myself, Speaker of the House, Chief of Staff, and the 2 Campus Life Committee co-chairs. Then obviously submitted to the Speaker of the House today. Resolution. Whereas on April 17th, Student Union will be hosting their Wakechella event on Manchester Plaza at 1500 to 2130, so 3 o'clock till 9:30. And whereas the Wake Forest Student Government and Student Union have collaborated before on events in order to promote community and student engagement across campus. Whereas Student Union has asked for assistance at the event with staffing for food trucks on April 17th. Therefore, be it resolved, Student Government will co-sponsor the Student Union concert on April 17th. 2, coordinate with the Student Union in order to provide 2 people from Student Government per food truck per hour. 3rd, reallocate part of safe allocation for Tuesday food trucks to Wakechella. And 4, help with promoting the Student Union concert on our social media platforms, respectively submitted by myself and all the other co-sponsors. I've mentioned this before that we were working with Student Union on Wakechella. We just wanted to make sure that we had everything kind of taken care of before in regards to the food trucks and the safe funding, and also just making sure that we were on the same page of what their event was going to look like. So we finally got that figured out, and through that we just had the resolution come up today. And we would have submitted it earlier, but we obviously didn't have cabinet, and also we had to make sure on some other things before that. So yeah, if there are any questions.
Would any of the other co-sponsors like to add anything? Okay, I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes for questions. These should be clarifying in nature. This is not the time for debate and discussion. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function now.
Motion to move the previous question.
Second.
All right, anyone opposed? Or all those in favor, can you do the raise hand function right now? All right. Caroline, Vivian had a screen issue, but she's raising her hand in spirit if you're keeping record. I'm going to lower all hands. Is anyone opposed? All right, we can move to vote on the legislation at hand. Just as a reminder, your options are yes or yay in the affirmative supporting the legislation, no or nay in the negative saying you do not want this to pass, or abstain saying that you are not voting either way. This is the vote that counts for your record as a senator. Caroline, you can go ahead.
Okay. Sarah?
Yes.
Will?
Yes.
Uma?
Yes.
Oh wait, sorry, was that Emma?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Sometimes my speaker doesn't work on these earbuds, but
Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Abby?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Vivian?
Yes.
Khalil?
Yes.
Jess?
Yes.
Brayden?
Yes.
CJ? Okay. He must not be here. Janine?
Yes.
Ava?
Yes.
Pilar?
Yes.
Isaiah?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Amon. Okay, not here.
I'm sorry, did you say Amon or Armon?
Amon, sorry. I don't
Okay.
think he's
No, it's
here. I didn't have time to take attendance before this. Jimmy. Okay, also not here. Let's see. Mackenzie.
Yes.
Okay. Michael Burstein.
Yes.
Armon.
Yes.
Gabby Zenas.
Yes.
Okay. Essex. Okay, not here. Jacob.
Yes.
Caroline Wright.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Sydney.
Yes.
Robbie.
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Dee.
Yes.
Gabby De La Vega.
Yes.
Nick Briggs.
Yes.
Chi. Okay, not here. Kate.
Yes.
Aria. Okay, not here yet. Ethan. Okay, not here. Michael Walsh. Also not here. Sorry, guys. Meredith.
Yes.
Okay. Amber.
Yes.
Nancy Walker.
Yes.
Dana. Oh, Dana's
Not
not here. Okay. Nick Dowling.
Yes.
Okay. Kanisha.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Jack Lewis.
Yes.
Caroline Dixon.
Yes.
Tanya. Is Tanya here?
Yes.
Okay. Marion.
Yes.
Okay. I think I got everyone.
Did anyone not vote? Who's here?
Yeah, I missed it. I had my volume down. I was walking out of bed.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
think I did call you. Okay. Got it.
Anyone else? Sorry, Vivian, if I'm making you cringe about this procedure. All right, thank you so much, Caroline.
Sorry about that.
The resolution passes. No, you're good, Caroline. I did a quick turnaround on you today. Awesome. We can move on to the next portion of our agenda. Thank you everyone so much and congrats to the co-sponsors. I'm going to move on now to our reports for the day, starting with Miles. I will share my screen, but you can go ahead, Miles.
Thank you, Allie. So just real quick, really small stuff. So just obviously keep voting for the elections. Keep telling your people to vote. Good job, everybody, so far with that. And thank you to the elections committee for really making sure everything runs smoothly. Wakechella, obviously, thank you all for helping in getting that resolution passed. And sorry that came late, but now we just need to do the work of getting people out there to help kind of organize with student unions. So hopefully we can do that and Campus Life can set that up. And then lastly, just for for the video for commencement, once we deal with the election stuff, I'll bring that conversation back. So this video will be mainly about thanking frontline workers, and it will be for commencement at the end of the, at commencement. So this should be done by the end of, hopefully by April. So I'll get more information to you, PR, and hopefully Drew on that too. So yeah, that's all I got, unless there's any questions.
Questions for Miles's report? All right, so my report, I just want to do this reminder that we are having our admissions panel with the Office of Admissions on April 29th. There's 4 people speaking at it, but I know we talked about this a while ago, so I just wanted to remind everyone, if you have siblings or friends from home who are accepted students, tell them to go. It'll be fun. And then my only other reminder for today is that we only have 3 Senates left. The last one will be May 4th. And so if you have any lingering legislation or projects you've been wanting to do or that are midway through process, please start wrapping those up. I am really happy to meet with anyone who wants to meet about legislation, figure out how to get it to the forefront. If you want to make sure that we get a certain speaker in or something like that, please let me know sooner rather than later, and we can talk through your next steps. But we do only have 3 more opportunities to do that. And the last Senate will be a little bit more informal, hopefully. So really 2 formal Senates left. Any questions for my report?
Is the last Senate still going to be in person?
Working on it. The ideal situation will be to have it in person on the 4th, hence being a little bit more informal, but stay tuned. Other questions? All right, we can move on then to Victoria.
Hi, everyone. I don't have too much. We had a full SBAC schedule today. Campaign budget should have been emailed to Meredith by 5 p.m. today. And even if you only spent money, you don't have your budget after Senate, we will be emailing you. And yeah, reach out with any questions. Keep voting.
Questions for Victoria? All right, Caroline.
Hey everyone, just a reminder to get your extracurriculars. Like Ali said, we only have 3 Senates left, so you really need to finish up any outstanding requirements. You have to do 2 per semester, or if you didn't do 2 last semester, then you need 4 by the end of this semester. So there's some opportunities coming up. You can do the desk event, the Ecological Citizenship Discussion Group that meets on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. There are food trucks every Tuesday, 5 to 7, and then there will also be SG socials. So lots of opportunities to get your extracurriculars in.
Any questions for Caroline? All right, then we can move right on to Drew.
Hey all, this isn't very early stages, but we're bouncing around ideas for a possible university advancement / the call center. So people answering calls from parents, contact tracing, etc. appreciation event. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll iron out some ideas and get back to y'all.
Questions for Drew? Our lovely advisors, Tim Lobenson and John McNeil.
Good evening, all.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I could feel some energy there. Some of you had mac and cheese tonight. So let's see, what do I have for you all tonight? Just very quickly, thank you all for co-sponsoring Wakechella. So it's coming together nicely. I'm sure the question you all want to ask is, who's the artist going to be? We are hoping to begin publicizing that late tonight, early tomorrow. We were finalizing some contract details. Normally we don't move as quickly as we are, but this, we would have done this months ago. But we're excited about the artist and can't wait to announce. Meanwhile, I just need a very realistic assessment of your ability to volunteer for the food trucks, because obviously I'm hoping you all come out for Wakechella. It should be a lot of fun, not to mention it's just Saturday afternoon. But the volunteering piece is going to be important because staff are going to be pressed. Besides having the afternoon kind of music festival and food truck piece going on. There's the concert set up for the evening. So I'm not asking for volunteers. Just give me a show of hands if you think it's something that is possible for you to do on Saturday.
Use your virtual hands. It's easier to count while we're screen sharing.
Yeah, and this is not, I'm not looking at people saying, okay, you said you volunteer, but because this is a concern. So I ask you all to think about it, especially working with Campus Life and trying to get this together because staffing the food trucks is going to be imperative. So please take a look at your calendars and give Caroline a realistic appraisal. So if we have to go in another direction, we can think about what that looks like. Just an FYI, I think I talked about this a few weeks ago. So we are moving forward with the church school property, Winston-Salem First School. I am leading a subcommittee that is looking at, and correct me if I'm wrong, I may have mentioned this 2 weeks ago. We are looking at this as a one-year program right now because we don't want to make a financial commitment until President Wente starts. But there is a group of us that is starting to look at how we can allocate the space, some programming space, some student organization space, some open space. So I'm going to be putting a small group together of students to see the space this semester so we can figure out some early fall opportunities. We most likely won't be allocating student organization space until the beginning of the fall semester. But I am going to ask this executive board to think about it this week in cabinet as to who it makes sense to be attending if there were 3 or 4 student government members before the end of the semester. And then they can hand it off to the new regime to finalize who those individuals will be to come take a look and help us do some brainstorming. We'll also take some video and pictures and we can talk more about it in SG before the end of the semester. Can you all confirm for me, and it's not a yes or no, well, I guess it is. Next week is the SOAR Awards, so we're not going to have food trucks next Tuesday. Tuesday after, we had talked a few student governments ago about potentially doing something with the police. DE and I gave us some good feedback to talk to the police advisory group, and they were very enthusiastic about the events. Is that a resolution, Miles? Do we have somebody who's reached out about that?
Tim, that event has actually already been scheduled. I got a message about it. I can send you the flyer for it in the group chat. I don't know if they want a co-sponsorship or not, though.
I think we would have to, right, Tim?
We would need a co-sponsorship.
Sure, but Pilar, can you talk more about you don't think they want the co-sponsorship?
I like just got this message this morning from my community director. It's supposed to happen April 21st. It's just pizza at 6 like previous years. I don't know if they're looking to co-sponsor though, now that it's kind of, I don't know.
Gotcha. All right, shoot me an email. We'll iron that out. Lastly, I'm sorry, looking down, SOAR Awards next Tuesday. Many of you, I'm sure, will be getting notification about attending SOAR Awards based on nominations. But if you are free next Tuesday, I believe it is at 5 o'clock, but notifications are going to be coming out because it'll be on Manchester. Please come support students who are either nominated or going to be receiving awards. I've seen the list and it's an exciting group. And lastly, continue to vote, and props to Victoria Parker, who has been doing an excellent job as the backup to the backup elections chair, as well as Meredith, who's been assisting. So the elections committee is doing a nice job.
I saw our other lovely advisor pop in. Would you like to add anything, Ms. McNeil?
Is Shauna here?
She just got here.
Ditto.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, thank you. We can move on to our committees then. Academic.
Hey everyone, so thanks for a great Faculty Appreciation Week. Everything went really well, so thank you all for helping out with that. We have a meeting with the Office of the Dean of the College tomorrow, so send us any kind of academic, maybe like fall planning type concerns that you have, and we'll try to get them answered. We're also looking into a small staff appreciation event towards the end of the semester. More to come on that next week. We're trying to plan that with the Office of the Dean of the College. Yeah, Ava, anything else?
Nope, all good.
Questions for academic? All right, we can move on to campus life.
Hey everybody, desk got rescheduled for a second time, so that's going to be next Wednesday, the 21st, from 3 to 6 on Poteet Field. If you guys will check that sign-up sheet, I'll send it out again, or Caroline will, in an email. If you can't donate your time that afternoon, I would ask you guys, if you can, to donate any kind of any money to the OCCE that goes to buying school supplies for the recipients of these desks. And so those can be made in check or cash, either brought to the OCC's office in Benson or dropped off at the event. And then I know Miles and Tim have touched on this, but we would really appreciate y'all's help at the Wake Cello event, just because I think it's going to be one of the most fun in-person large-scale events we will have on campus this semester, and I would really love it if you guys could help out. And then Campus Life and Committee tomorrow is going to work on some kind of end-of-the-year event, kind of like a wrap-up for finals, a good luck, you guys got it, Deeks kind of thing. So that's all from us this week. I don't know if you had anything else to add, Dave.
I do not.
Questions for Campus Life? Right, DNI.
So I think we mentioned this last time, but Kate and I and Uma, as well as Ali, have been working a little bit with Greek Life, specifically Panhel, just to kind of start talking about how to implement the RIDE framework and kind of starting conversations about DNI and Greek Life. And then Isaiah just has an update really quick.
So I've been working with the director of the Intercultural Center to potentially bring in a guest barber from off campus, hopefully in the upcoming semester. And essentially what I've been doing is I reached out to the presidents of the BSA and OLAS, and we're working on a survey to go out to the retrospective organizations to see if there would be an interest in bringing in a guest barber who primarily works with diverse clientele. There used to be a off-campus barber that came in, but due to some other circumstances, he ended up leaving. And so the goal would be just to show that there is a student interest in bringing in an off-campus barber and see like the potential of it happening in the upcoming semesters.
Thank you, Isaiah, and thank you, DNI. Do we have any questions? All right, Judiciary, do you have anything, Sydney?
Yes, I actually do. So part of the reason why this is on the side is because the email went out late, but we are continuing the archival review process as we have been for the past few weeks. But we do have a fun update. So Vivian the other week went into ZSR to work on, again, the archival review process. And the librarians talked to her about potentially them backing it up. And so it would be all backed up on metadata, and it would be a collection within the special archives so that future student government administrations and students will have access to it in a more permanent way. So we're looking into that. We're working on setting up a meeting with ZSR. So that's kind of our fun little exciting announcement for our continued archival review process. But past that, that's about it.
Any questions for Judiciary? Well, that's fantastic, Sydney and Vivian and the rest of the Judiciary Committee. We can move on then to PR.
Hi, everyone. So t-shirt order is due tomorrow. They're really cute. You should order one. Try to get them in as soon as possible. The more we order, the cheaper it will be, which is great. Earth Week is next week. Our committee member Mackenzie has been doing a lot of work with that, which is awesome. I think it's gonna be a really good week. Continue to send in Senator spotlights. I think the link is gonna be in the chat right there. Perfect. And then seniors, I sent out an email last week about senior spotlights, so try to get those responses in so that we can start kind of highlighting what your plans are after graduation, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'm gonna be dropping the t-shirt link in the chat as well. That's it.
Thank you, Jess. Any questions for PR? Also, Janine, you've been very timely with this link every week. I'm very impressed. All right, physical plan.
Hey guys, so Earth Week is next week. Get excited. We have some fun stuff planned. Also, Mose is gone, so yeah, get excited about that too. I'm gonna send a poll out because Mr. Wise needs to know if we want to move forward with Yamas or the porch. Like those are the two options that like will be happening, but we have to have it in by this week. Like he wants a response by next week. So after elections are over, I'm just gonna send a short 30-second like Yamas or the porch. So please answer that and send it to all your friends so I can get in touch with Mr. Wise so we can get the ball rolling on that. Thank you.
Yeah, get pumped for Earth Week. It's coming up on Monday. PR's also been working really hard on it. So get excited, everyone.
Questions for physical planning? Okay, then we can move on to SOC.
Hey guys, so Rory and I have a meeting tomorrow with Shauna McNeil and with Aaron Forbes. So we can update you all on that next week. And then our next thing that our committee is doing is reaching out to any of the organizations classified as frozen to kind of assess their status and potential to be reinstated as an organization if that's something that they wish to do.
Any questions for SOC? Was Tim the one who just said, what's yum? Tim, I'm disappointed. All right, any other questions?
Don't sass me because I'm being vulnerable.
I'm not. Okay, Yama's is just iconic. You need to, it's the same owners as Chin Chin, but it's like Mediterranean food. It's really good.
I'm fine with either.
The baklava is so good. That's the main thing you got to get.
Well, on that note, COVID updates. Anything from our liaisons? We don't
Nothing to report this week. Sorry, Kate.
No, you're good. Sorry. Caroline, you were right. It is Mediterranean Chipotle. That's a good way to orient it for Tim. Any questions for our COVID liaisons? All righty, we can close this out then. Do we have any senator reports? Constituent concerns.
I actually have a constituent concern. So on like the science quad or whatever, like in between ZSR, Salem, and Olin, there's like 4 lights that are out. Like it's a fairly dark area if you're walking through that way. So I was wondering if physical planning could maybe look into that potentially.
Yes.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Will.
Other constituent concerns? Announcements?
Thanks to everybody who did Dating Deacons. It was awesome this year, and we set a record for the amount of money we raised. You'll be seeing an Instagram post about it soon. If you don't follow our account, you should.
I'm really glad you brought that up again, Dave. We really missed the Dating Deacons last week. Any other announcements? All right, well, we can adjourn this meeting then. Everyone have a good rest of your Tuesday and a good rest of your week. Good one.
Thank you.